Freeways tie our whole nation together, sometimes too closely. The roads cost billions to build and maintain, but they're free all right, free from cross streets, stoplights, bicycles, and all sorts of other hazards. Freeway driving is, in fact, safer than surface street driving, once you've mastered life in the fast lane. Throughout the nation, freeways are numbered in a pattern. All interstate routes ending with odd numbers run predominantly north and south. Those that run primarily east and west carry even numbers. Major routes have 1 or 2-digit numbers. Bypasses around or through urban areas are marked by 3-digit numbers. If a bypass begins with an even number, the route connects with a major interstate at both ends. If the 3-digit bypass begins with an odd number, it is a spur and connects with another route at only one end. There are several basic types of freeway interchanges. They all move vehicles on and off the freeway without involving any cross traffic. The diamond interchange is one of the most common designs. Many freeway entrance ramps have ramp metering, which is active during heavy traffic times. In most metering systems, a sensor triggers the stoplight on the ramp at a rate determined by the traffic volume. It's your responsibility to time your merging to keep the flow of traffic moving smoothly. When you leave the freeway on a diamond exit, enter the ramp at freeway speed. Use the ramp as a transition road to decelerate to street speeds. At the end of the ramp, you will usually have the option of turning either left or right into regular stop-and-go traffic. As you adjust to slower speeds, be prepared to once again face stoplights, cross streets, bicycles, baby carriages, and the occasional flower cart. If you're not on a diamond exit, you may be on a cloverleaf. In a cloverleaf, there are 2 ramp choices for each exit. No matter which one you choose, you will always be merging into the right lane of traffic on the surface street. Your blind spot will then be on the left. Be sure to check it. Some interchanges are part diamond and part cloverleaf. You can tell what kind of interchange you're on by the signing. If there is 1 exit or entrance for a road, you're on a diamond pattern. If there are 2, you're on a cloverleaf. Perhaps the most complex type of interchange is the directional interchange. Directional interchanges usually move traffic from one freeway to another. The main thing to remember about a directional interchange is that you usually exit in the direction of your destination. So if the direction you want to go is left, you will exit from the left lane. If you want to be going right, you exit from a right lane. Therefore, when approaching a directional interchange, be in the correct lane for your exit. And if you're confused, look up, for all directional interchanges have overhead signing. If you're driving along in the right lane and see a sign that says exit only, that's exactly what it means. The lane will leave the freeway and you'll go with it. So watch for signs, read them, and believe them. Freeway driving is high-stake driving. You need to make decisions well and quickly. You need to handle your car with skill and confidence. You need to know exactly where you're going. Before you even enter the freeway, know what exit you're looking for. Plan your trip ahead of time.
What exit do we want?
College Avenue sounds good. That ought to get us to the university.
That's near Underwood. Look, the university is up over here. We're going to have to take 94 to Locust. Maybe that will get us there.
Don't let indecision make you slow down as you search for an exit.
Here's the exit. You turn here.
It's just this kind of unexpected slowing down that can cause a rear-end collision, the most common kind of freeway accident.
This doesn't look right.
And don't be the slow driver who gets into the left lane. Remember, the left lane is intended for the fastest moving vehicles and for passing. Even if you're going the speed limit, when a faster car comes up behind you, if you don't move over, you'll force him to pass you on the right. Causing him to make unnecessary lane changes makes you an inattentive driver. Don't set up a potential accident. Move over. On the other hand, if you're driving in the right lane and see that merging traffic is heavy, be courteous and move to the left. Use your turn signal for every lane change. If you can't change lanes, ease up and make a space for the entering car. If yours is the car that is merging onto the freeway, be sure to use the full length of the acceleration lane. Here, the first car is merging correctly. The second car is cutting over too soon. And the third car is committing one of the worst sins of freeway driving, stopping at the end of the entrance ramp. Try never to stop. And never cross two lanes of traffic at once.
Just great.
So what happens when there's an accident? If you're in an accident, your car is still drivable and you're able to drive it, move it off to the nearest shoulder as quickly and safely as possible. Every minute those cars are on the road, there's a chance of another accident occurring because of the backup due to the first one. Lots of people think they should wait for the police or their insurance agent before moving anything. That's wrong.
Hello there.
Hi.
You have any injuries?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, if your car won't start, I'm going to push you out of traffic.
All right, thanks a lot.
If a car can't be driven off, the sheriff will push it off. Only after all injured people and disabled cars are off the lanes of the freeway will an accident report be taken.
Yeah, I kind of have it here somewhere.
Okay, is that your correct address on there?
Yeah.
You want to pick those up?
If you have engine trouble, run out of gas, or even if you get a flat tire, your first responsibility here too is to get your car completely out of the lanes of traffic. Once you're off the road, raise the hood to indicate trouble. Tie something white to your vehicle, and wait for a squad car to come by and offer assistance. Freeways are patrolled regularly, so you shouldn't have to wait too long. Stay with your car while you're waiting. It's dangerous for you to leave it. Once an officer arrives, he'll help you get the assistance you need. But emergency gasoline or towing service is expensive, so be prepared. If you're driving along and see something unusual, exercise all your self-control and try to avoid slowing down unnecessarily to see what's going on. Every mile per hour you slow down to gape slows down the people behind you at a geometric rate, creating the long and potentially dangerous gaper's block. Always beware of the accident potential in any stretch of freeway under maintenance. At every construction site, signs will warn you that road work is ahead. Make your lane changes early, and then be extra careful to watch for all the drivers who didn't make their lane changes in time. Another danger to beware is following a large truck. Your vision is cut dramatically if you're behind a truck, and you can't do any defensive driving based on looking over the road up ahead. Use your turn signal and change lanes. Find one with a better view. Driving behind a motorcycle is always tricky. The cyclist can stop in half the time most cars can stop in, but most drivers don't give the cycle twice as much room in following. A cyclist is safest when he's driving in the left track of his own lane. This means that the cyclist will be even harder to see when he's in your blind spot. Be aware of this and constantly look out for motorcycles. All the normal bad weather driving precautions apply for freeway driving, but more so. Driving too fast for conditions is the leading cause of freeway accidents. Normally, you should have a minimum of a 2-second interval between you and the car in front of you to give yourself enough time to react to conditions ahead. Always allow this interval and increase it during bad weather when you can't afford to slam on the brakes for fear of skidding. When driving on bridges and curves during bad weather, exercise more than usual caution. Bridges may freeze and become more slippery during cold weather, and curves in general require more caution under all conditions. During inclement weather, turn on your lights, drive slowly, and as always, be prepared to deal with emergencies quickly. All over America, freeways are an integral part of the driving scene. They are safer and faster than surface streets. Use the freeways often and use them wisely, with the skill and care that high speeds require. Then enjoy the benefits of motoring on some of the best and most beautiful roads in the world.